Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to Coping with Life. Disabled and mentally ill. Just a heads up, I have a squeaky chair. So you may hear that throughout this episode, and I apologize. So, good morning. Oh, did I say that I'm your host, Scott? I'm sorry. I am not all here right now. It's been one of those days where, so I had recorded a large portion already, and my computer basically said nope. And so I lost that. And that is okay. So, good morning. This episode is going to be majority about Taylor Swift, The Eras Tour, the movie. And bear with me. So yesterday, Friday the 13th, I hope you had a good time. I hope it was safe, and hopefully you are well. So, with that said, yesterday was the quote-unquote release date for Taylor Swift, The Eras Tour, the movie. They had preview shows on Thursday. I didn't go, for plethora of reasons. One being, I'm broke, and I don't have any money, and that is the story of my life. But, when it was announced and you could buy tickets, I bought the 6 o'clock showing on October 13th. And so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna enjoy it. And then they opened up a few other slots before, just at the location that I went to. They only had 2 o'clock showing, and I think it was 2:30. And so I'm getting ready for the 6 o'clock showing, and I'm gonna be honest, because I saw it twice. That's like 2 different experiences. The thing with the 6 o'clock showing is that was just the only one that I went to. I with all my social anxiety and my my audio sensory and autism and stuff that I suffer from, stuff that I work really hard to get through each and every day. I would not have handled that experience very well. Especially seeing what was being posted throughout the day of other people's experiences. However, it's very weird. Please bear with me. Again, I'm not feeling too well. And I'm going through a lot of things. One of the reasons why I'm really excited to talk about this is because of how much stress I've been under, stuff that I've been going through, stuff that I can't control. my depression has been super high, and I've been told by people in my life that I need to do things for myself. I went to the zoo on Thursday again, and I went to see Taylor Swift, the Eras Tour movie twice. And so bear with me about what I'm going to try and explain. So, if I just had the 6 o'clock showing, and this is Pacific Standard Time, by the way, I would not have, I don't think I would have enjoyed it very well. I probably would have been annoyed and would have ruined my experience. And, you know, when you're spending $22 on that kind of experience to not enjoy yourself, that would have made me pretty sad. And so I spent another $22 and saw the 2 o'clock showing. And I am so glad that I did. So the 2 o'clock showing was myself and 4 other people. The 4 other people, 3 of them were little kids running around silently, but they were running around. That didn't bother me. The thing was, they were quiet. They were having fun. They were kids. Kids are gonna be kids. Let's be honest. And they, run around the theater, that doesn't bother me. Everybody was having a good time. I'm everybody, basically. So, and they were back in the auditorium. So it was just, to me, it was nothing. I was more focused on me and basically had the entire theater to myself. And I had lots of fun. So that experience, being able to enjoy it in silence, I was dancing a little bit. Kind of. I sat in the wheelchair section, where the layout here, the one that I went to, there's 2 rows at the very front, then there's a large passageway, and then at the back wall, there are some seats for people with disabilities or wheelchair access, and then there's an empty space for people in wheelchairs and walkers. And I sat at one of the ends that is pointed to the empty void where the people in wheelchairs and walkers would go, because I need the armrest that goes up on the right side. So I can be a little bit more comfortable. And I sat in that seat twice. Because that's the seat that I got for the 6 o'clock showing, and it was in the same auditorium as the first show. So I got the same seat. Can't complain about that. So a lot of people were complaining. I don't like people who complain about stuff and kind of like this to the degree, and I want to put it out there. and give my 2 cents on the matter. So a lot of the songs were there in its entirety, but some songs were cut. And a lot of people were rumored like, oh, there's not going to be any cuts, you know, only the transitions and a few other things. But no, I think 4 or 5 songs were cut. I could be wrong on the matter. But something like that. But so it was filmed in Inglewood, California, on 3 different days of the 6 day tour that she was there. She only filmed the first 3. And I'm glad that, and some of the songs that she cut were, songs that I really enjoyed. But I'm glad that that was the take, because, I mean, the movie is almost 3 hours. The show, seeing the Eras Tour live in Seattle, it's pretty long. You gotta have a lot of endurance. Endurance that I don't really have on most days. But when you think about the people who went to the concert, was at the SoFi Stadium shows, having those songs not representative in the movie, I think is a good thing for the people who went to those shows. Because it preserves the memory. It preserves the specialty. Like, one of the songs that's not in the movie is Nobody, No Crime with the Haim sisters. If you were at the show, that was a, special treat. That was an amazing experience. And not having it represented in the movie, preserves that memory to the people who were at the shows. And so, like Cardigan and Archer, those songs not being representative, preserve the memory of the people who actually was at the concert. And making it to little 3-hour long movie. And the production value. You also have to think of all the effects that they added, which was pretty cool. And it wasn't overly done. But during Reputation and Red, there might have been another instance that I can't think of, but they fully edited 3 shows together. Added some amazing CGI intros. And then pieced everything together. Then got everything ready to debut a worldwide movie in about 2 months. I think that is spectacular. Yeah. Um, I, I'm gonna be honest. I think that's amazing. Uh, so a couple months, the movie's out. So the second showing was a lot more people, and it has a lot more things that I was prepared for, especially seeing things on social media of how fans were. My showing, my group of fans ranged from kids to elderly, uh, in the 90s, and I think that's pretty cool. And I think, if I'm being honest, it was a group that I'm glad, because they were not overly rowdy. Everybody stayed in their, their little designated spot on their seat. And everybody was having a good time. And the first couple songs, it was casual singing along. But it was with everybody singing along. It was palpable. My showing, the singing along was, to them, they were not screaming. They were not trying to be main character. They were just what you would do at, a concert. Having fun. And I was having fun. And I enjoyed that ambiance. Like I said, the second show, if it was just my first show, it would have annoyed me. But I had the amazing experience the showing before. And so watching it back to back and just being able to experience that was fascinating. Because everybody was enjoying themselves. I was enjoying myself, and everybody knew their cadences. There's a song in on the Fearless set that there's a cadence where people clap during a guitar riff. And with my audio sensory stuff, I don't know the timing, no matter how hard I've tried. Delicate cadence I know pretty well. But everybody had fun. And again, everybody just me, because everybody in the theater was doing good, and everybody was polite. I was basically left alone, which I like. I've had some horrible experiences at theaters in past. So it was nice, and the people next to me, they were saying, "Oh, are you a Swiftie?" It's like, "Yes." It's like, "Have you seen her live?" It's like, "Yes, I have seen her twice live. Once on Reputation and once on the Eras Tour, both in Seattle." And it was a nice little, um, and so, some of the elder folk who like her music, was like, we can't go to shows, so this is, to experience it. And I thought that was kind of cool. That put a smile on my face that people who normally wouldn't be able to enjoy something like that, because it's definitely a spectacular experience, and it was very well done. And it made me happy. Especially, talking to the people who tell me that I need to do things for myself, and not care about other people. I care about other people a little too much, I do believe. But pardon me. Being in the right headspace is very important. And talking to one of those people, they're like, "Yeah, you went to see it." It's like, but I did the 2 o'clock showing for myself because I was having panic attacks. I've been so stressed, and I may. I don't know when. I don't know when. I don't know if. But I'm not sure if I want to at this time. But it might be beneficial for me to talk about a few of the things that is bothering me, things that have me worried and unsure of. Not sure how to tackle that. And I think that's okay. But my depression and other things have been very rampant. Today I'm not feeling well, which is totally to be understandable. I especially get into the winter months. But yeah, the lover set was fun. Also, I will say I loved the movie starting off with the clock. Instead of starting at like 2 minutes something, it starts at 13 seconds, which is her favorite number. And I do love Taylor Swift. I love her music. And I consider myself a massive Swiftie fan, but unlike other people on like social media, I'm not obsessed with her. I don't have to talk about every single thing she does, nor do I care. And I enjoy what she does with her music. I'm excited for the next project that she does, whatever that may be. Because I know she wants to do more movie stuff. There might be a new album coming out soon. other than 1989, and then Reputation in February, or at least being announced in February. But I think you know, I just enjoy it is, and I do consider myself a huge Swiftie, and her music, it makes me happy. And things that make me happy. Avenged Sevenfold, Taylor Swift, and yeah, but I had lots of fun. I really enjoyed, and I with especially the ending credit scene that was cute with a lot of the fans throughout some of the shows and videos and highlights from certain parts of the tour. There was a small clip of the rain show on the piano, taking the water off. So it's I'm just glad that it was a pleasant experience, because it if it matters to you, look at the stuff that people were doing. Now, to each their own. Everybody's different, and some of the things I may disagree with, but I'm not gonna be bothered with that. People are gonna do what people do, and I need to focus more about me and not what other people are doing. And so, but again, I had some chill viewing. Now, do I plan on seeing it again in theater? Absolutely not. I can't afford it. I'm glad that I have good people in my life who help make the second showing happen, and which I'm very grateful for, 100%. And because I needed that. I had fun, and I got to explain to a few people who are fans that, didn't know that was a thing. Because I'm walking home, and I'm just, in a cheerful mood, and somebody was asking why I was in a good mood, and I explained to them, and they're like, "Oh, that sounds amazing." It's like, "Yep, it's 3 hours of goodness." Now, so in conclusive, it was a fantastic time. I got to experience the midnight section in its entirety, and I'm so glad that I was able to experience that in that fashion. Because I don't know if I talked about it during the Taylor Swift review, but for the Eras tour, but I had to miss the midnight set because because I know my body, I know where I am in the stadium, I know where the exit is, and then I have to waddle all the way to the train station to get to, well, the light rail to get to the airport, and especially with crowds and crowd crash during the mass exodus, and me being a very large person, and I it really it really takes a lot of effort to understand all the stuff to figure out. So after the surprise songs, and in the movie, the surprise song is our song, which is one of my favorite songs from debut, self-titled Taylor Swift, and then You're on Your Own, Kid, which is a very meaningful song to me off of Midnights. So, but back to the July show. Excuse me. So after the surprise songs, so getting from where I was to the ground floor of Lumen Field, Mastermind was already playing, which is right before Karma. That is, that's almost 30 minutes. Of real time and not movie time. And that really does, that really, really helped me. Especially experiencing the fireworks from ground level. And then after Karma ended, I waddled to the light rail, the light rail system, to go to the airport, and so I did. I missed the midnight set, which I am a massive fan of Midnights. But knowing of how much I was in pain, knowing my body, knowing that I'm on a time straight, this I got to experience in, amazing fashion, and felt like I was, quote unquote floor level, and it was a lot of fun. It made me very happy. I'm glad that I was able to do it. Um, and now I get to worry about other stuff that's going on in my life, other stresses, things that I need to figure out what things that I need to deal with. But with that said, I love you all. I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that new people, old people, thank you for enjoying my episodes of me dealing with my life, my highs, my lows, and forcing myself to do things that I don't want to do. Okay, when I say I don't want to do, it's not that I don't want to do it. My mind's like, I would rather just stay at home, lay in bed, blanket over my head, and escape the world. I want to do things. I want to get out. And especially, I don't like doing things alone. I like doing things with other people. But doing, the movie Zoo, that alone, I'm slowly getting there. But I'd rather share it with other people. But that's just how I'm built. But I'm glad that I got to experience it with myself, and it was a lot of fun. And even though I have the memories and I have the stuff, depression it's relentless. I gotta do my best. But with that said, I'm going to end it here. And I love you all. And I don't know what next week will bring, but it's again, every week is different, and I'm going to say what I normally say at the end of my episodes. Love the people in your life. You don't know when the last day is going to be. And waking up not having the people that you care about, love, anymore. It's hard. And just, being yourself, being honest, love the people in your life. You don't know what people are going through. You don't know what people are hiding. You don't know what people are just dealing with. And so, just love people, spreading the love, that's what I'm all about, spreading the positivity, and all the good time and smiles, and I had a good Friday the 13th, and I'm gonna go back to bed because I'm sick. And so love you all. And until next week, I bid you all adieu.